はしたい大事そうに抱えた私を全部君がこの孤独を痛みを癒すの
Either way, I think I'm fine with like what Nintendo's prefer the time being, because Battle for Azeroth will be out in 2 months, so I should be able to finish Octopath before that starts up.
Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna get Dragon Quest 11.
2 double Savage.
This one was just hanging out though. Is this like
Yeah.
a special Savage
I don't
battle?
know. I don't remember.
Ah, it's just these assholes again. But I know what they're weak to, which is...
Yeah, you should have had Kyria in the party.
No, I'm good. Do I want to just try and finish one off?
Finish the one that attacks first.
Just to see if I can get him with a special?
Yeah. I mean, you just saved, so you can just... If it doesn't work out, just reload and not worry about it and save that special. Probably the best choice.
Took him out.
Oh, doing pretty good so far.
Now,
Let's see how this ends. I win?
Yeah.
Sweet. Good experience boost. Or at least a decent one.
What are the detritus for? Special shop or something?
Yeah. It's a special shop that you won't see for a while. I think at least another chapter or so.
Oh wait, that's the permanent stat, isn't it?
Yeah. Save that.
I'll save Tony to heal.
I'll look that up.
Another one?
Yeah, so anyway, I think there's enough stuff coming out in between, you know, now and the end of the year that should keep me busy for the most part. Because, you know, you get the start of the WoW expansion, and that's obviously going to last. But you get in November, and that's when Spider-Man's supposed to be out. That
Spider-Man looks good.
that game's gonna chew up some time for me.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Because it's been a long time since I played
Oh my goodness.
decent Spider-Man game. Because I think the last one I played was... Crap, what was it all called? fully healed because he's gonna get.
Yeah, he's gonna get hit twice
sessioned.
by Mirage. I was just seeing what I had. 158.
Well,
okay.
you're gonna get
Ooh.
sessioned first, and then you're gonna get sessioned again. Oh no, I guess not.
Can he can't participate in a session while he's asleep? Can he? Nope. Balls.
Fast
Balls. Balls. Oh, good she didn't go to sleep. Do I have anything that heals everybody? Yes.
It does say slightly.
Guess we'll just
Yeah, the last one I played, like Spider-Man wise, was like a.
no. Oh god. It hurts.
At least they're not sessioning off of you. It looks like Toma's awake again.
Oh good, he is. Yes. Any crit. Fantastic.
It was a Spider-Man game that had 4 different Spider-Men in it.
That was the last Spider-Man game you played?
Yeah. I think it's Dimensions?
Dude, I couldn't even tell you the last Spider-Man game I played.
It had they were doing, it was a Spider-Man story thing that happened across like different different eras of like the Spider-Man comic stories and stuff like that. So like you played Spider-Man Noir, which was like a stealth Spider-Man,
That's cool.
like a weird looking black gimp mask. And like a black bomber jacket, I think. He went up to just like the normal Spider-Man, and then there was Spider-Man 2099. I think that's what it was. I have to look it up.
Nice. I like Spider-Man. Got 3 detritus from that one. Also got my ass kicked a little bit more.
Yeah.
I didn't have a SP skill to use on that one.
Hey, that was what it's called, Spider-Man Dimensions.
What was that for? That doesn't even sound familiar.
PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, and DS. Oh, it was Symbiote Spider-Man.
Oh, really? Nice. Was it
It was
good?
the 4th one. It was okay.
Dude, last Spider-Man game I played was on like the SNES.
That's Spider-Man Noir.
Shit is that?
Yeah. But like the levels for like Spider-Man Noir are they're like black and white filtered, and just like there's a lot of style to it
Nice.
to fit that noir kind of scheme.
I'm saving again.
Save. Well, there's a teleporter thing right there. Like
Yeah,
teleport
there is.
out, go buy some items, and
Good point. I've got a lot of Unity skills I can learn too.
yeah. Like, cause that's
Maybe
a
some
boss door. It'll probably even tell you when you go up to it. Like, I should probably like, should I sense a strong presence. Should I continue?
What was the Spider-Man game that I played? I really liked it. It was a beat 'em up.
Is it one with Venom?
Yeah, it's the one that's 2 players.
Yeah.
It's the one after Maximum Carnage. Carnage is only 1 player.
I don't remember what that one's called.
Wait, can you do this? Can you do side quests right now?
Maybe. You should.
Interesting.
If so, yeah, go for it.
Wow, you can, I guess.
I thought they tried to limit it to like the intermissions, and that's the only point you do it.
Well, I came out and Kyria just messaged me. Said, hey, can you help me with something?
We'll see.
Well, I'm going to go back to town first. I mean, back here first.
Depends on where she's at.
Central City somewhere, I think. Central Street.
Central City. Central City is a Sonic thing.
Central Street.
Okay.
What was it, Melmark? What was that?
Melmark something.
What is that?
It's one of those Hee-Ho Mart things. I don't remember. No, the other one I played that same generation, other than Dimensions, was Spider-Man Web of Shadows. That one was okay too. I felt like that one was a little bit more fun because it was open world, and the swinging wasn't terrible, but it was, you know, it was fine. But you end up fighting like Wolverine and like people that you wouldn't necessarily expect that you would have a boss fight against.
Interesting.
I don't remember the boss fights being that great though. I honestly don't remember much of the story. And then you've got the trash fire that is the Spider-Man 3 game.
Ooh, nice.
The Spider-Man 3 game is
played
abysmal.
Elect Blaze Ice. Nice. Sweet.
It is bad. So the problem with Spider-Man 3, other than like people's facial models and stuff like that flying off their face in certain aspects, but not as bad as like the Assassin's Creed flying off their face, but like their eyes like super bug out and do things like that. The web swinging was kind of okay, but the problem with it was that it didn't attach to anything. It basically assumed that you weren't able to see your swing point, but they never fixed the camera so that you couldn't see it.
Interesting. Does he need that for his? No.
No, like the nighttime flicker stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's all like person specific. So.
Okay. Well, that's interesting because I got that one out of the chest. I thought all this stuff was going to come from bosses. I mean, not bosses, but enemies.
Yeah, no, not necessarily. Yeah, so like if you were swinging down like a street in Manhattan, and you're swinging right down the middle, the web doesn't angle to the buildings; it just stays right in the middle. But if you just hold the web shot button down and not like, you don't hold forward, you don't have any momentum, you eventually just kind of like slowly lull and you just hang.
The sky.
In the sky.
Nice. That's fantastic.
And then when you try to start up your momentum again, you can start swinging, and you can start seeing. You can start turning the camera and seeing where your web attaches. And it's just this line with you at the end of it that you're like, and you can go all the way up vertical over the top of it and just keep swinging like this in the middle of the street. If you attach to a building, it starts to freak out as you're trying to go around a corner. Like you're swinging, you're like jerking against the geometry and stuff. It's freaking bad. I beat that game.
Why?
I had nothing else to do.
So I don't.
That's why.
I'd be surprised.
There she is.
There she is.
Oh, we'll go do it then.
I want to fight the boss.
Yeah. Right.
That'd probably be a good place to stop and go eat.
Yeah.
We'll grab some lunch and start up.
Xenoblade.
I don't know where my dogs went.
One of them is right there.
Oh.
I can't tell you where the other one is.
I bet she's on the bed. I hope.
North. I fully expect the new Spider-Man to eat up a lot of time.
It looks good. Whoa. Is Mako gonna be here?
あの人たち
Not this one. These are the ones from Subasa's photo shoot. Perform! Little like angry Mario son like piloting a camera. Like right in the middle of his chest. It's just like a purple angry Mario son.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't look like it now. But that angle that they were showing it from looked like it had a face.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, sweet. Let's go ahead and take you out if we can. Ooh, that guy was really weak.
Oh, there you go.
They're weak to lances. Ooh. Ooh. Not cool,
Not
man.
gonna be fun.
Ow.
Luckily, nobody in this party is weak to. Oh, yes.
What a
Nobody in this party is actually weak to archery yet.
Yet? Oh, I'm guessing what's her face becomes a Pegasus Knight.
No,
No?
no. You can class change people, but it doesn't affect their. As far as I remember, it doesn't affect their weaknesses. Like they they always have the same weakness. The bad thing is they get another shot and they're gonna do the. It's like, man, they could have gone right back in session right into and killed him again. You should kill the other guys. Like, absolutely kill the other guys first.
They'll get to go again. And if they attack him, they'll kill him. They didn't go.
You're getting lucky, so you need to at least kill one of them off.
I'm going to. I'm going to use it.
They don't even have that much HP. They're just freaking annoying. What is Rakagaja?
Defense.
Defense. Where's enemy's defense? Rakakuta. Good dodge. Oh. Ow. Ow.
That hurt bad.
No, I think the person that you get that's that axe user is weak to archery.
Alright.
Which makes sense because it's piercing when over axe users, which are typically like heavily armored most of the time.
This doesn't make sense. How is he strong against her but not weak against me?
Because the game dictates it as such.
If he's strong against her, he should have an axe.
But it's a lance.
Yeah.
He
No, it's a
used
sword.
he used wind though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Why is she weak to wind? She has wind spells.
Well, the weapon that you're using changes your resistances.
So maybe it's her weapon.
So it's her weapon that made her weak to wind. Wind! Water! And fuck my teeth. Go planet!
Fuck your heart. Ow.
Go Don Cheadle! Yeah. Like right now is kind of the time where I wish you had hot swap for your party.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Then
Should I put in
Kyria for...
Luitski?
No, you can't switch Itsuki out.
Oh, really?
Nope. You cannot pull Itsuki out of the party. Ever. Swap in for her. And like it takes a lot of the damage off, but hopefully Kyria's
Oh, and she can move this round? Wow.
hopefully Kyria's not weak to wind. There you go. See?
Yes.
It was a good suggestion.
It was a good suggestion. What a dick.
Plus, Kyria will get some of the benefit of actually being in the battle too.
Does everybody get benefit if you do that?
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, and you're gonna get a new Unity thing after this. Ba, 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 ba. You did learn Kyria's elect something. So now you gotta decide. I kind of recommend Horselayer because it just doesn't show up that often.
That's what I was thinking. I thought about replacing just Zeo, but this costs over twice what Zeo costs.
Yeah. Like keeping Mazio is good. It makes more sense later on.
Oh, nice. Blaze +1. Sweet.
Oh, full inherited too.
Yeah, and I just got a new thing for him and her, which is nice.
Magic boost.
And her.
Oh, I thought Kyria learned hers. Guess not. Hers is like was it Elec Blizz or like Ice or something like that. We've rescued the kidnapped models. Hooray! Oh, so I know we were talking about like your Frostmourne replica over there.
Yeah.
And like clunking it off of armor. Guy at work, he let me borrow his copy of. He gave me 3 movies because I've been like letting him watch a lot of the Marvel movies that I have because he's not been caught up. You might want to go ahead and save again.
I was trying to figure out which way I came from.
That's a good question. Does the map on the Wii U gamepad not show you? Should be the.
Where am I? Okay, it's this way.
So I had been lending him my Marvel movies to get caught up, and he finally went and saw Infinity War. So he's like, "All right, so here's a bunch of movies that I have that I think you should probably watch."
Mm-hmm.
And he gave me Excalibur, Flash Gordon, and Fantastic Voyage. And I started with Excalibur, and it's like, okay, I kind of know what to expect. You know, it's
What are these?
they're
Is this like the movie?
They're movies. But Excalibur is like the telling of King Arthur and stuff like that. And like the start of the movie.
Is that the one with Charlie Hunnam?
No, it's one with Patrick Stewart.
Okay. Oh, like the really old.
The old Excalibur.
Okay.
Like the 70s Excalibur.
I got you. How old is this guy?
Like 40 something.
Okay.
So I started watching it, and like the first part of the movie is kind of hard to believe, I guess, just because there's these guys on horseback hitting each other with swords, and they hit each other with a sword, and the guy gets hit, and he's like, "Ah!" and he just falls off the horse. I was like, you weren't stabbed. You were hit in the shoulder weakly, I might add, and you just like fell off the horse and somehow died.
That's hilarious.
The other part about that movie is like it's 2.5 hours long. And I was like, how much story is there to tell about King Arthur? It's like it just goes and goes and goes. And then Flash Gordon's okay. I like Flash Gordon.
I like Flash Gordon. Okay.
That was the first time I'd ever watched it. Like I song and everything like that, but I'd never watched it before.
Yeah.
Just to see that guy get narwhaled by the ship at the very end. That was fun.
Damn, it sucks that I only get current unities for her because I don't have anything new to learn. Jeez.
It changes her resistance.
Let's see. Oh, she is weak to bows.
It just didn't seem to come up for some reason.
Ooh.
Or maybe it did, we just didn't pay attention.
Man, she's got a lot of weapons to learn.
Yeah. But yeah, Flash Gordon was okay. And then Fantastic Voyage makes that movie isn't necessarily ruined for me, but because I've seen like so much modern like media use it as like a parody or other things like that, like I already kind of know what to expect, so nothing's like a real big surprise. And then like it, you know, for a movie of its time, like the 60s, early 70s, where it's just like over credits. It's just like a real jarring ending to like a movie that's only like hour and a half long or something like that. I will give them props, man. Like they put some work in for like effects and sets and stuff, especially for not knowing what a lot of that stuff really looked like with basic technology at the time.
This thing is already almost dead.
I mean,
And it has been plugged in since the last time we played.
it doesn't matter. It's got a terrible battery.
It does.
Basically, when I played this game, that never came off the docking thing that charged it all the time.
Yeah.
That's how I played the game, and I just used a Pro Controller. Either way. Till next time.
Until next time.
どれくらい